Today we're going to test out if store grinders hold up to home grinders. Previously, we purchased some whole beans at Winco, but today we're visiting Harvest Foods to support a local brand, Four Seasons. Four Seasons Coffee Roasters is a family-owned small batch coffee roastery and cafe located in Spokane, Washington. Four Seasons was established in 1976 and became Eastern Washington's first specialty coffee roastery and coffee house. First thing to note when using any store-provided grinder is to always purge the system by using this lever to drop the excess grounds. If you fail to purge the grinder first, you'll be left with a mix of various grounds from different roasts, different grind settings, which can drastically impact the quality of your shot. I'm excited to try this for the first time. I'm going for the Twigs Bistro, which has a flavor profile of chocolate and is rich and smooth. I'm filling 2 bags. One I'm going to grind here, the other we'll grind at home. Another thing to keep in mind is you never know how often the store machines are maintained. However, shout out to Four Seasons as their machine was pretty clean. All right, I need to grab a few more things and then we can check out. Ice cream is always a must, guys. All right, we're back at home. Let's get these bags open. This is the store ground espresso. It's really fine. It looks actually pretty nice. And the beans appear to be like a medium roast, and they have a nice oily sheen on them, so they're looking really fresh. Sometimes with bulk beans in the bins at stores, you just never know how long they're there. But these look really good. All right, so I just finished purging my machine at home. This is just as important as doing it in the store to make sure that you're removing all the old grounds that can impact the quality of your shot. This is something I always do before pulling a new shot or dialing in a new bean. Once you pre-grind coffee, the quality rapidly diminishes, and by the next day or so, you can substantially notice a difference in taste and complexity. Visually, I'm pretty impressed between the two grinds. They almost look identical, both a really fine, powdery texture. The first shot I pulled is the store ground. As you can see, it immediately choked my machine, meaning it's way too fine. Normally, you would just need to dial back your grind size coarser if this happened, but since we ground at the store, that would involve another trip back. To be fair, at the store I had to make a judgment call as to where to place the dial. I set it toward the higher end of espresso, closer to Turkish, so it's not the failure in the grinder. It worked actually better than I expected and made a super fine grind. So if I were to do this experiment again, I would dial back that grinder a few notches. This is where the convenience comes in having a home grinder. Not only are your shots going to be their freshest, but you can dial in your shots easily within minutes as the grinder is on your counter versus having to drive back to the store. I also really enjoyed the shot. The Twigs Bistro had a very smooth flavor and is something I would definitely try again. Final thoughts, store grinders have their place, I would say primarily in brewed coffee, not so much espresso. If you need a coarse grind and can't afford a home grinder, this should do the trick. As you saw, pulling espresso can be tricky because you have to be exact with the proper grind setting, which can take a lot of trial and error. If you can swing it, I would definitely recommend investing in a personal grinder for your home. This is one of the most important tools aside from your espresso machine in making a great cup of coffee. Thanks for watching and supporting my channel. I appreciate you helping my channel grow. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more content.